Let me take you down to Candyland. Introduce a little something by this Wonderland. Real money making boss, bitch. I'ma get it if I wanna fuck the cows, bitch.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Pittsburgh TMZ Presents Come Sit at the Table, the podcast. I'm your host, Dre, and of course, I got to my left my man, Phil. And I know y'all see the new eye Kandi. We got two new co-hosts. Well, I got my co-host to my right, Jaleesa, and my other co-host to my left, Donika. You know what I'm saying? They straight out of Pittsburgh, of course, and we got some new views, some new ways and new things going on. Shout out to the Savoy Cannabis Cafe. Come on down, get your hookah. They got the cannabis for it and the pre-rolls down at the Savoy every Friday and Saturday nights. You know you got sold out Saturdays and you got something swinging on Fridays. You already know. So come on down. Hey, yo, happy birthday to Chuck, yo. It was your birthday, yo. Happy birthday, Chuck, yo. Thanks for the support. Thanks for everything you do. And keep, making your community bigger and better with the urban entertainment. So, I'm excited to see y'all sitting here on the panel, yo. I'm going to get straight into it, yo. I ain't going to front. I've been getting so much hassle, so much this, that, and the other, but I'm happy to see I got two more new black, beautiful women sitting at the table with me. You know what I mean? I'm happy for y'all to be here. So I'm going to say, let's start from you. Okay. Let's give our viewers a little bit your name, where you from, and you know what I mean, some of the things that you like, and just give them you.
Cool. So my name is Jaleesa Womack, from the Penn Hills area. I grew up in Wilkinsburg. I graduated in 2007. I am the CEO of a company called Vanity Way. I originally started with a lash vending machine, okay. And now I'm just doing wholesale for the lashes. And some of the other things that I do like for fun. Mm-hmm. I don't really even have fun for real. I really don't. It's hard for me to have fun because I'm always busy. I also work for a company called Ink District. Okay. That's located at 621 Dallas Avenue. Okay.
Okay, yeah, you allowed that. You got that out.
So shout out to Miss Shayla. So most of the time I'm either microblading, micro shading. I'm either working there.
All right, hold on. Let me stop you. You know what I mean? We ain't speed dating.
Sorry.
Don't give them everything. Just, you know what I mean? Just give them a little rough. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is me. Y'all gonna see who the hell I am. Like that. You know what I mean? That's all. Just stay tuned. Y'all gonna get to see a lot more of Miss Jaleesa. Just pay attention and stay tuned. Make sure y'all subscribe. You know what I mean? So now let's come on to you, Miss Lady. Tell them who you is, where you from. Give them a little bit. You all right?
I want to say thanks for having me on the show.
You welcome.
Thanks for inviting me.
You welcome.
My name's Arnika. I'm 22 years old. I am the CEO of Black Girl Magic. I have a business page as well. You guys can follow me as well on my business page and my Instagram. On my Facebook page and my Instagram page as well. Black Girl Magic and Black.Girl Magic.
Okay.
Whew. I work full-time for CVS Specialty. I'm ready to quit my job as soon as possible and let you guys know now. Yes.
So keep subscribing. Make it help get us to where we need to be.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I am over it. I love working for the company overall.
And it's better for you to work for yourself.
It's definitely better. If I would have known before, I've been working since I was 16. If I would have known the ropes of being an entrepreneur, I definitely would have been working for myself a long time ago.
Okay.
That's me. You guys will see me more on the show.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess y'all giving an announcement. Y'all part of the team, huh? That's it. So y'all see what it is. They're sitting here. They are part of the team. These are your new co-hosts for Pittsburgh TMZ Podcast. Come sit at the table. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be seeing a lot more of them. Yeah, come take a seat with us. So Phil, let's go, baby. How you feel about our new co-host, Phil? Keep it real.
I'm loving it. You know yeah, we loving it.
You heard her. Is she already?
It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah. So you feeling it, Phil?
Yeah. I'm just ready to get it started. You know what I'm saying? We've already talked behind the scenes. Yeah. We already, what I mean?
Ready to move forward. That's all. Ain't no need. We don't go past it. Pass like your ass is behind you. Yeah. So, we full face forward and ready to go. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, what's the first topic you want to talk about today, man?
Why do people think they can tell somebody how to raise their kids? Like the Dwayne Wade situation is, where he has a son that wants to be a daughter, and, people are mad because he's supporting it fully. But that's his house. Mm-hmm. Like, when did it become cool to talk about somebody else's house? Mm-hmm. That's just my thing.
And you don't think, I feel what you're saying, but when you say with that part, when you make your life a part of the media, that's what comes with it. Just like with us sitting here at this table. we can't get upset with people commenting and saying certain things about us on the comments and on social media because we're putting our life out there for them to know.
But
you know what I mean?
Since he's a kid, though.
That's
True.
what I'm
Why
saying.
would you want to belittle
Why
a
are you gonna
child
belittle
like
a
that?
child?
Yeah, and no, I didn't say I
Right.
agree with that part. I was saying what he said about people coming into your life. You can't
Yeah,
control
if
that
it's
once you
out
put
in
that.
the open.
Now, when we come to that part, that's a child.
Yeah.
You shouldn't.
my
That
part.
always
You
been
should
off
have-
limits.
yeah.
Women and children are off limits.
Right.
That's the way I was raised. That's real. You know how real being real. People say real men, and that's how I feel about that. Women and children are off limits. So if me and you're in an argument, and I see a lot of this on Facebook, first thing, oh, you look at your ugly ass son, or look at your ugly ass daughter.
Wrong.
Why?
That's
wrong.
Yeah, that's wrong. That's wrong. You know what I mean? So back to that. I mean, I got a son. At first, I was real shaky about that, the whole situation. But I understand. Let me and my family be.
Right.
The way we got to do it with ours is the way we deal with ours. The way you deal with yours is the way you deal with yours.
You know, they come out
And that's-
Will the same way. They come out Will Smith the same way. You
Yeah.
know, they always talking about how he's raising his kids, but that's how he wants to raise them.
Right.
I don't have a problem with it, man.
Yeah.
I think everybody should just stay in their own households. That's my honest
Exactly.
opinion.
Mind the business page.
Right, exactly.
You know, I was.
Definitely.
You know, we had this discussion a few times, and there was other opinions like, listen, this is like from fathers like, oh well, I would never let my kids do that. If you're in my house, you're going to act accordingly, and then when you get out, you can do what you want. I understand that. Some fathers are going to be that way, but I'm honest. I like Dwayne Wade's approach. You know, everybody was saying, "Oh, look at him. He waits to get out the NBA to be." No, he was taking the heat off his child.
Exactly.
Right.
That's a hell of a man. And there was
Exactly.
people sitting there talking like, "Come on, man! I would do that for if my daughter decided to do that. I'd do that for my daughter in
It's
a
your
heartbeat."
child. It's not like
Yeah.
it's your
That's what a father
friend
does.
or-
Yeah,
That's what
protect
a father's
him.
supposed to do.
Protect him. You're supposed to protect.
Exactly.
And that's how the
all
way
that
I
hate
got
on
it.
him. There's all that hate on him, like, oh, he got that baby. Man, listen, he's doing what he's supposed. He's supporting his child.
I
You
mean,
can't
what
change
do
how
y'all
your child
expect him
feels,
to
man.
do?
Yeah.
Be mad and shun his child? Honestly, I
Right.
think that's the most hurtful thing to do is to shun your child because of their
Choices.
liking or
And that's what he was saying on his interviews. You know, he was on Good Morning America today. He was on I Am an Athlete. You know what I mean? Shout out to Brandon Marshall. He was saying like, how can you make me do this to my child?
Like,
Right.
it's my child.
It's my child. I want to. I pay him. I pay for him. I feed him. How can you tell me how to go about? Maybe this is a way. Okay, I'm letting him see that maybe later down the road, this ain't what you want to see. You know what I mean? So you don't know what he was doing, and I feel like, yo, mind your fucking business.
Honestly.
That's a lot of people's problem with everything. They don't mind their fucking business.
And I think me personally, I know I was a child, but I know when you're told not to do something,
You're gonna do
you
it.
push harder to it.
Yeah.
So for him to accept it with it, so maybe on down the line the child says, I don't
Want to be like that?
And even
Right.
with being a child, you experiment. So
Yeah.
you're going to, if I see,
Change
I'm
things
going
up.
to try. You don't
Yeah.
know. You never know what you're going to see in life. So you never know what you don't like, what you're going to try. So how are you mad at someone's opinion on life?
Or approach on the way they deal with their child. There's no rule book to that shit.
No.
Just like there's no rule book to relationships, there's no rule book to parenting. So you can't sit here and tell me, I don't give a fuck how many years you went to school. You
Right.
can't tell me how a child always thinks and what's going to. I mean, yeah, some of the stuff is right. I know they study and all of that, but every child is different in every environment.
child is different.
You know what I'm saying? So, and especially these kids these days, we didn't have the social media growing up. We didn't have where we can go and see whatever we wanted
Camera
on
phones
YouTube.
and all
Can't-
that.
we didn't have. We had pages. We had paid phones and stuff like that. So they're seeing a lot more. They're more open to that. You know what I mean? Exactly. So it's a
So
different
it's a lot more.
situation. You got to approach things different than because our parents we got beat the fuck up. I'm gonna keep
Right.
it real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
swear.
fuck you come in here with that shit on. What's wrong with you? You know what I mean?
Right.
The aspect of what they're trying to get it from, but what they don't know is that's how we were raised. You know what I mean? We were raised on that. But you know what I mean? People make their choices. They do what they want. But I don't blame no parent for trying techniques to fit their child so their child is not mentally running
their
into
child
school,
can be loved
shooting up a
and
school.
feel loved.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I think that'd be the problem with these kids that run into schools and shooting up the schools. They don't have that at home where they can
That support.
support. You know what I mean? And that's one of the we said last episode or episode before, it's starting with the parents.
Yes,
It starts at home.
It starts at home, paying attention and dealing with that. So he's doing the fucking best. Hey, shout out to Dwayne Wade, man. You changed my views on a lot of things, listening to you and about your ways of what you were going about with your son and your family.
Yep.
Hey, I give you nothing but praise. You're a fucking man. Stand up, man. At that, you know what I mean. And that's just how I feel. You want to add anything more to it?
I definitely, I agree. I agree with y'all. You know what I mean? I definitely would keep the opinion. Wait, can we do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, all right, sorry, y'all.
All right.
But no, I just would. I honestly would. I would do the same thing for my child.
Mm-hmm.
If I had a child that decided to, they didn't want to do things the regular way. You know what I mean? I would support my child and to the fullest extent.
I can honestly speak on the situation because now I have a little friend who, since I'm older, I became friends with this friend.
Okay.
So, but when I was younger, I didn't have no interest in these type of friends at all.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like I just brought her to my mom's house and to my mom's attention, and my mom didn't look at me in a different type of way or didn't shun me or anything.
See, that's
And I love my mom for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like honestly, that's honest. Like it feels good to be able to bring somebody who's different around. And I'm
You're
22.
accepted.
I'm living life.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I'm living life. I don't know if it's the decision.
And you were afraid. I feel what you. I hear. Yeah, I got you.
was. I
I
was
got
definitely
you.
afraid at the beginning because I didn't know how they were going to react or how my family was going to react to the situation of her being a girl.
And to feed off of that, what would you look into the camera and tell somebody your age or coming up that's scared to do that? Like, what would you give them advice?
Come out and do it. Don't be scared. It's like, it's life. It's definitely life. Like I said, I'm 22 and I'm living. I don't know if I want to, or
Yeah.
I'm 22, I'm living life. I don't have no kids. Got my own business. I'm doing great. I'm on my 4th car. I'm doing great. My 2nd house. I'm doing great. Like,
Yeah, you're doing
credit
good.
score's at 700. I'm doing great. The person that I like doesn't change anything. Honestly, nothing.
So you
She
telling
actually
them-
helps me do better. Like
So you telling them just be face forward and
Be
just let
yourself.
the family
Yeah,
know
be
what it
yourself.
is.
That's the number
This is
one
me.
thing.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I mean? And that's, you know what? That's the definition of unconditional love.
Right.
Just with the way it's showing. He's being, actually the way it's showing leadership.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to say this as a man, a lot of men are afraid to step out there and accept that or show acceptance to that, to with their child or something, because we're under this assumption of what we've been told. And this is where I get into things with people with, okay, you tell us, don't follow what man says or don't follow, but man says I can't accept my son like that. Man says I can't teach my son the different teaching. Yeah, I know it's not right, or in other this eye or that eye. I'm not saying which was right or wrong, but I'm saying this is what society has said and built for us. So, but I'm gonna go about it my way. This is a 2021. I'm going about it the way my way that makes my family feel fit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's how I would go about it with mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've had a situation with one of my children, and they wanted to be in that field. But my whole question with them was this: how do you know if you never experienced A or B?
Right.
exactly.
So don't make that the choice. And because to me, that's being a wankster,
It
a
is.
studio
It
gangster,
is.
because you don't even know what the flavor of it is to even choose it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So make sure you stay entwined to what you're choosing.
And honestly, dude, the TVs and everything that we see on TV nowadays are definitely inventing our kids that
Exactly.
that's the way to go. But
It's not.
it's
Unless
not.
you choose.
Unless it's, exactly.
Like there's a rule book or something like that, and there's not no rule book like you
Life
said.
is life,
Like,
literally.
Yeah.
Life
you're
is
gonna
life.
try this experience.
Life
You might
is
like
life.
it. You don't like it.
And definitely
You want to
more
go
in the
there and
cartoons
try
and
something
everything.
else.
Now it's definitely more in everything, and even in the shows. And like I said, I'm living my life, but there's something that kids don't need to see. There's certain stuff that I didn't figure out until I was a certain age, but now that my younger siblings are seeing younger than me, exposed.
And I really feel like that agenda is being pushed.
Yeah.
Like,
Totally.
I'm
Not
not-
feel.
I'm not-
It is.
yeah, It's
Yeah.
being pushed, and I don't agree with that agenda being pushed. And the only reason why, I understand that everybody lives life, and you got to show the difference, but don't push the agenda.
Exactly.
And they're pushing the
Yeah,
agenda.
and when we saying pushing, we're not saying, you know what I mean. Be who you are. We're not taking no shots at nobody, no nothing.
Everybody
We're saying it's
lives
the fact of just be you.
Be you. Don't let everybody else be you.
Yeah.
Don't make everybody else into you.
Just because the TV, and then it goes with the rappers, with the drug dealing and all
Yeah,
that. The
yes,
fancy,
it do.
it's an agenda that was pushed on society and pushed
Everybody
on
wanna
us.
be.
Everybody, every young black male thinks, oh, I gotta have a fast car, jewelry, a bad
Yeah.
bitch, and then money. You know what I mean? I got it. But that's
And
not what
turn
life's
around and
about.
get locked up.
Yeah, turn around, get locked up. They don't tell you that part.
Don't go to jail with a dime.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they don't tell you when you made a couple $100,000 out here, but then you spend 10 years in jail that now you made less than minimum wage.
Exactly.
They don't tell you that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So I mean, and this is a topic I'm pretty sure y'all we're gonna keep going up because as things come up in life, I'm pretty sure we're gonna keep going back to this because this has always been, you know, me and you mind your fucking business.
Yeah,
as long as it's not hurting you, and it's mind the, what's the new thing they say? Mind the bills that pays you or whatever. You know what I mean?
Mind the business that pays you or something.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? That's where I'm at with that. You know what I mean? So what's the next one, Phil?
The next one is, you know, it's something that's dear to me. I ain't gonna lie to y'all about it.
Okay.
I just like, you know, it's about now women are saying, well, I'm not giving you your child your last name unless you change my name.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't feel like that's cool. Like I just don't feel like that's like a new thing. Like where like, you know, like all these kids got the mom's last name now because the dad didn't want to marry her. But I wouldn't have been able to take that. I'm glad I'm not in that situation. But I couldn't have took it. I'm just from the outside looking in, I would be
But
what?
can I ask you why you think it's so important for your child to have your last name?
That's my legacy.
So why not give your wife her last name?
She might not be a part of my legacy.
It might not work out.
It might not work out.
Right.
Okay, but I things change, as you said.
You still have that child, so she's still your queen.
But life is a fluid situation. Life is a fluid situation.
Kids,
but I'm saying when you know, this is something that you're gonna have to deal with. Whether you allow, and listen, okay, I do understand from some ladies, there are some deadbeat dads, there are some dudes not
don't
doing what
deserve
they're
shit,
supposed to, and they don't deserve it. But there are guys struggling, fighting, and you're not gonna let them keep their legacy.
Well, I don't know, Phil. I'm sorry. I gotta disagree with you. Like I do.
Okay, I want to hear this. I want to hear this because I agree with Phil.
I do. I gotta disagree. I don't have children yet, but my plan, if we're not married, is like a hypanated last name
And
for
that's
the
what I
child.
have. That's what I have. I have
Okay, see, and that's what I'm saying. I would do that.
Millennium babies.
Yeah, like you said, there's no rule book.
Why
Yeah.
are your queen? Why can't I be part of your castle?
But what if
I mean,
you're
I
not married,
understand
though?
if things don't work
Why-
out.
why-
I do understand that.
If we have-
Things might not work out.
With me, but as far as when it comes to my child or our child, oh yeah, it's gonna have a hyphenated last name.
But if
She looks straight at the camera.
I'm keeping that.
But if he do everything he's well, listen, I don't think that's that bad.
What?
The hyphenated thing, because at least the last name
It's still on there.
still on there. Like
Yeah.
I could write like, you know, you gotta bend a little bit in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not opposed to that.
But I don't understand why it's so.
Cause that's all a man has is his name.
This is like a junior or a
That's why
senior,
now that's what you see
senior,
all these
third, and all that.
juniors, cause that's all a man has.
Hey, it's like, yo, I'm fighting right now. I'm going through this with my son. It's crazy. I wasn't gonna say it until I got it right here when you about this up. He's 17. I'm still trying to get his name changed because she was mad, and you know I was being a dickhead in the beginning, and
You were being. He said it.
yeah, I was being a dickhead in the beginning, and she didn't put the last name. But we went through courts and all this, and she has a court order to change. She's still standing to a guard. I mean, he lives with me. He's been living with me for the last 6 years. You know what I'm saying? And I take good care of him, raise a good man. You know, he's growing up.
Why is it that his last
Because
name
it's something. Because if I
I
die,
don't know.
the girls get to change theirs.
You change yours.
The boy doesn't.
Listen,
But why?
I never knew that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're cool with hyphenated. What about you? Are you cool with hyphenated?
Didn't you just hear what I just said? I'm still fighting right now to get my last name. He's 17. Yeah, I mean, because listen, I understand her why she did it, you know, and I was wrong. I was young, dumb. I understand all of that. But if a man's being a man and he's doing everything to achieve that last name there, I think he should be able, especially if I'm there, deliveries, visits, with pushing sessions, all of that. And I'm there when the baby's coming out. I'm damn near pushing the doctor to grab it out the mouth. You know what I'm saying? So I believe he deserves to get that last name. That's
And
one
here's the
thing, you know
thing.
what I mean? Because I'm going to say this, and y'all might not agree with this. Without us, y'all couldn't conceive. And I'm going to tell you why I get into this argument. Without our semen, you could not conceive.
it's true.
It's true.
Look it up.
You know, there's like
Artificial
artificial
insemination.
insemination.
But it's
You still need men's semen.
But you still need that. That's
At
what
the
I'm
end of
saying.
the day,
Without
I
being,
got
you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you still need
But
that.
my problem
you know
is
what I
with
mean?
women, and this is the reason why I have this problem, and I feel like it's crazy. So now, say your last name is Douglas or something, right? Boom. So I don't want to marry. Boom. So our son's name is Douglas because you was on some bullshit. Then you go get married to a dude named Allen. Now your last name is Allen. My last name is what it is, and now my son's last name.
Not for me. Not for
That's
me.
some bullshit.
I'm keeping hyphenated for marriage.
It's not the end of the world.
I said I'm keeping hyphenated for marriage.
Really?
So,
I think that's going to be a big struggle with you when somebody get married.
No, I want my last name
But
too.
so you understand what I'm saying, though?
I do get
so
where you're
now
coming
this
from.
child has a name that
Nobody
neither
has.
one of us has.
Hey, hold on. So I'm about to start some shit on the panel. So are y'all too selfish? Because I want to know you good. Because the reason why I'm saying this
We
because
don't got kids. We
y'all got all the traits of selfishness. I'm gonna keep it real. And then you saying if your husband, so you mean to tell me? So what if you're with your husband, y'all get ready to get married, and he say, listen, I want you to have my last name.
I will.
is
At
taking
the end of mine.
She said
I'm
she's not.
taking it. I'm doing
She's
hyphenated.
hyphenated.
No, I want just your last name. Traditional. What if he's traditional?
The world ain't
My
traditional.
My tradition was
I
going
wanna
to
keep
be
my
definitely
last
to
name.
keep
The world's not
hyphenated for
traditional.
sure.
Yeah, the world's not, but some men are still, some women
some
are.
men are like
so
that.
I'm just saying, if he's traditional, that's the only thing he's
And
asking
I would
for.
let it be known, you know what I mean? Whenever
Ahead
we
of
start-
time.
Ahead of time.
Way
for
before
sure.
we got down.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
for sure.
I got you.
But see, that's my only problem is now we got a child who don't got either one of her last names because you was on some bullshit because I ain't give you my last name.
Should have married me.
Because you didn't get married.
Look at that. That's bitter. That's bitterness
Yeah.
coming out.
I don't
Exactly.
know. If it didn't work out, it didn't work out.
It didn't work
I
out.
was
That's
like,
what
all
I mean.
right.
Now he's about to have
But
his
at least
last
allow
name.
my son. At least allow
See,
my
that's
son.
what women do shit like that, right?
Now he's going to have his last name.
Now you trying to start a whole nother show. We ain't even gonna go there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Talk about now he gonna have his last name. Oh,
Yeah.
now I'm pulling up, Tina.
Exactly.
Ike's outside.
Yeah,
He said, all right.
Exactly.
that's just crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I just don't feel like you don't get to keep. You don't even get to keep your last.
So you're
name.
okay with hyphenated?
So why is your name? Yes, I listen. I already had this situation.
Okay.
I talked about this with somebody, and I was like, and they was like, I'm gonna hyphenate my name, and I was like, okay, cool. I like as long as my name's there, I'm not petty enough to care.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and even with even if with my kids, if I had to, I mean, because she wanted to honor her father, so she wanted to keep. So I was like, okay, I'm okay with that, because that's why I want my name. If we Yankee, because I want to honor me.
And that's how I felt about my only son. I wanted him to be able to have because growing up in the 90s here in Pittsburgh, you know what I mean. I was feeling like, okay, I might get killed. We were gang banging and stuff like that, selling drugs. I didn't expect it to be make it to be a growner man in the way that things was going on around us. So I wanted my son to have that name because he can keep it going on. Because the women, the way we were raised, 80s babies, the women changed their name. My son would never. He would keep the name going. You know what I mean? So that's why I felt that way. I understand what y'all saying now. Hyphenate, I'm going to keep it real. I probably would be okay with it. Because at this point, like I tell it, you know what I mean? A marriage is nothing but a certificate. You know what I mean? If you've been with a person this amount of time, that piece of paper don't change nothing except y'all can't file taxes and do stuff without each other. You know what I mean?
I'm like, listen, I mean this so much, like, because I could be a selfish dude. I have 2 daughters. I didn't have a boy. So they both have my last name. I could be hitting my daughter like, listen, you ain't changing your name because when you have a boy, he get my last name. But no, I would never do that to another dude. Take his name and make it, you know what I'm saying? Just because I want it. But I just don't feel like it's right. I feel like but there is occasions when a dude, he's a deadbeat. If he called and was like, you knew you was having a baby, and he was like, oh, whose baby you having?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Since you brought that up, how do y'all feel as y'all both have no kids, and the man says situation comes up, and the man says, you say, hey, babe, I'm pregnant. He say, babe, I can't do it. I'm not ready for a child. Just like a woman has a chance to say she's not ready.
Well, we're out because I don't believe in abortion.
So now, would you be upset with him if he said he didn't want nothing to do with it?
Well, I came from a strong mom, so honestly, I got this.
You're a good one. So you would never call him.
It's cool, we got it. That's all you had to say. All you had to tell me.
See, a lot.
But if a dude do that, I feel you a sucker. So, but I mean, move on. I want to put my stuff out there. If you do
But I'm
that,
not
you a
about
sucker.
to dwell over nobody's lives. That's your lives.
But listen,
my son gonna be a superstar. My daughter gonna be a model.
Why is he a sucker if he told her he didn't want to have a baby?
Because if you was willing to, Like I said,
Let's
if
keep
you're
it
willing
real.
to the crime, you should be willing to do
Right.
the time.
Honestly.
But what about the women that don't want to have a men's baby when they want to have one? We don't put them on that same
Listen,
pedestal.
let's just be honest.
Pac
Life-
said, "Who is a man to tell a woman when and where to
isn't-
create one?"
Life isn't fair. Okay?
I get that.
Life isn't fair. So that's the one thing they get over us. They don't get no jobs over us. They don't get nothing. So that's the one thing in life they get over us.
No, there's more than that.
I'm okay. I mean, they do.
There's
They get a
more
lot
than that.
But
But I'm
that's
just
one of
saying,
them.
so a
That's
man
one
should
big
have a
thing.
choice whether he's ready to become a father.
I think he should.
I really think he should. I really think he should.
Oh,
Because
so
I
you're-
would definitely take in consideration, okay,
See,
you're not ready. And I mean,
because that's what.
I
Because
would.
if a woman tells you she ain't ready, she's not gonna have it.
Right. And I mean, and
And a
I'm
man
not
can't
even,
do
That has
nothing.
happened to me.
and then it's
You
not
and
even
us
about
both.
support
Yeah,
or
that's
anything
happened
like
to
that
me.
because I've already made it clear and it's for myself that if I'm not married by X amount of age and I'm doing well and I'm comfortable, I will go have a child. I'll do the artificial insemination. Or
I actually have this happen.
Yeah, definitely would.
Dre knows actually have that problem. You know
What
what I'm
problem?
saying? About somebody wanting a baby from me.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm not into the person.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, you got good genes. I like you. You're smart. Whatever. Listen. And then that was one of the. I'm like, I ain't really, because I'm a man. Like, I can't be like, Dag, I got a baby somewhere and I don't give a damn about this baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I would never do that to a child. Like, I'm too much of a man to do some stuff like that. And I was telling her that. I was like, I ain't really into you. So why would I do that? Well, just give me his sperm. I'm like, that don't even sound right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, me and Dre had a conversation.
So if
about
a woman forced you into having it, like say you weren't ready.
Oh, I'm not ready.
So
I'm not
what
even gonna lie to you. I'm not doing it
Let me
again.
know now.
Yeah, I'm not doing it again.
What do you say, America? I am not ready.
No, I'm not ready. I wouldn't even lie to you. I had, listen, that getting up, chasing that little baby around, the terrible twos, you've been through all of it.
Yeah.
Then you was just talking about diapers.
Yeah, I'm not changing no diapers no more. I'm cool. Like, I even told my daughters, like, listen, bring your kids over when they're grown. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like all this. The babiness is too much for me.
I got you.
Same for me right now. I'm not interested.
Not into that.
Yeah, it's too much.
No
What about
time
you?
soon.
You just living your life.
Yeah, I'm just living life.
Right.
I don't want no
Live
kids
it
right
at that
now.
age. Live it.
Got you. Live it at
Hey,
that age.
a
A lot of women would love to be in y'all situation
Situations.
because it's not about. And I joke saying selfish, and there's nothing wrong with being selfish because you're not ready to bring a life to do and that's how situations look. The kids neglected and stuff like that because women weren't ready to have a kid. You know what I mean?
waited till
So
I
y'all
was
doing
in my
great
20s.
choices. There's nothing wrong with being selfish.
I waited.
You know what I mean? When I say that.
I waited for that reason because I was having too much fun. And I was like, I don't want to, because listen, let's be honest. Everybody sees it. You see somebody who had it a little too early. And now the mom is helping, everybody's helping,
Exactly.
they're miserable.
Exactly.
They're like, I can't go out. That ain't gonna be me.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And I said the same thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to build a legacy. That's why I want to keep my
To
last
leave
name
behind
as
for
well
a
as
child
whenever it's time to
before I
get
bring a child
married
into
with a
the
child and all of that. So I'm just trying to build things up. You know what I mean? So I could be comfortable.
Yeah, that's a great
And
thing.
we could be comfortable, me and my
Square
family.
feet.
That's the plan.
Got you. And I mean, that's just, I guess it go both ways because you know how I feel. I told you before, and I'll let you ladies know. I feel like this. If a man sits there and tells you that, like we agree on the same thing. If I tell you, hey, listen, I can't do it, no matter what X, Z, Y reason I give you, you should take that into consideration.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because maybe I don't feel like I can be a father to a baby. Maybe I don't feel like I can do.
I feel like I could be a mom then.
But some women say that, and then they come back after the baby's born, and it's a whole bunch of grief. It's a whole bunch of. We've had situations that went through that. You know what I mean?
That, but it's either you need to tie your shoes and buckle up, or
I mean,
ain't
it,
no more.
you mean as you as the mother?
Yeah.
So you would respect his choice and
be
peace
like,
out.
yeah.
Would you say don't come 10 years later?
But listen,
And you wouldn't even like contact them or nothing like
We're gonna be
no
a
birthday
store.
parties.
But I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, when I was younger, that never like. People, I was fucking, so I ain't care.
Yeah.
Like I ain't really care. Like that conversation never happened. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like now that conversation needs to happen. Like I really wish I, could rewind and become younger again and have that conversation with a person. Yeah. So if anybody's out there and you ain't had that conversation yet, you might need to have that conversation.
Like, watch this show.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Go ahead, they're going to turn the show and be like, yeah, so how do you feel about this?
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's a big, to me, that's a deal breaker. If somebody comes up to me now, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, kid. All right, let me slide up on out there. I don't want
anything
the
to do
same
with
thing
you.
to guys. I'm like, I'm not interested.
Not ready.
No time soon.
Not ready.
So I would just say to you, your legacy's done.
I'm trying to be comfortable. You know what I mean? I just want to be comfortable.
I like
That's all.
spending money on
Not
me,
rich.
my business.
I don't want to be wealthy or all of that. I just want to be comfortable.
Good. And I mean, that's and
Successful too.
and yo, black women rock, black girls rock. Y'all see them. Y'all see what they talking about. You know what I mean? They're talking about achieving things and getting somewhere, and before they go into that, and that's what it's about. You know what I mean? To you young ladies watching, and it may see this, man. You see these two beautiful women here sitting here, and you hear what they're saying. It's not they're selfish or not, self-centered or nothing. They're about getting their goal.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest, just a little bit.
I tried to make it sound good.
Listen, you gotta be selfish in life to
Yes,
achieve
you do.
anything.
You do.
So I don't knock nobody's
Yeah.
selfishness because I'm selfish.
But when I say selfish, I'm talking in a bad way. You know how somebody
No,
try to say it's a
love.
bad, you know what I mean? Yeah. And they're self-loving right now, and there's nothing wrong with that. They're not talking about twerking in somebody's video.
No.
They're not talking about being in somebody's ride, holding somebody's pack, getting who got the bag. They talk about getting their own bag.
The lashes in your bundle.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There you go. You know what I mean? So, hey, shout out to the Savoy, our sponsor, man. Shout out to Chuck Sanders. Shout out to the Cannabis Cafe. Make sure y'all come down, get them tables. Sold out Saturdays. They keep selling out. I think it's like 50 weeks in a row now.
Yeah.
He's still going, you know what I mean? And so much more. They got live bands coming out. Shout out to Dirty Birds Chicken in the building at the Savoy. Let's go, Dirty Birds.
Let me take you down to Candyland. Introduce a little something about this wonderland. Real money making boss, bitch. I'ma get it if I wanna fuck the cows, bitch. And I'm real pretty with it. He want the kitty, but he know I'm real stingy with it. Ho, I like the way his ankle hitting. Double tap if you like the way his peaches sitting. 5'2" for the 412. Baby, what to do? What you wanna get into? Bad bitch, and I stand on it. Have a nigga wanna come and put some bands on it. Eat the cookie before we start, and don't leave a crumb like it's all up in the jar. Anybody pretty hoes the rest, and I ain't letting up. I got my foot on their necks. Tell a nigga run it up, bitch. Put that nigga to the test. I like to see these niggas nervous, love to see them sweat. I love to see his face when he see cherries in my chest. And I'll never be a picky bitch, because he always gonna pick me, bitch. Want a little sugar for your sweet tooth? Right on from the back, and I'ma show him how this booty moves. Let me take you down to Candyland. Introduce a little something about this wonderland. Real money making boss, bitch. I'ma get it if I wanna fuck the cows, bitch. And I'm real pretty with it. He want the kitty, but he know I'm real stingy with it. Ho, I like the way his ankle hitting. Double tap if you like the way his peaches sitting. Let me take you down to Candyland. Introduce a little something about this wonderland. Real money making boss, bitch. I'ma get it if I wanna fuck the cows, bitch. And I'm real pretty with it. He want the kitty, but he know I'm real stingy with it. Ho, I like the way his ankle hitting. Double tap if you like the way his peaches sitting. It's Kenny Kang, all lane, bitch, please stay in the lane. Really not my fault that our nigga wanna bang. If I want your nigga, I can have him use your brain, ho. Sexy little chocolate drop. He addicted, he keep coming to the candy shop. He loves candy, I'm his little brat. He took me to my room and gave my ass a couple slaps. For real, I be chillin' though. All this ice on my wrist is like a popsicle. Tell me why you really mad though. Just because you see me up and now you mad, ho. I got your mama tell you how to get a bag, ho. I should've stepped, I wish you luck, but don't get dragged, ho. He know you like my chocolate cause it's good for the heart. When I throw this cat, nigga better knock it out the park. Let me take you down to Candyland. Introduce a little something about this wonderland. Real money making boss, bitch. I'ma get it if I wanna fuck the cows, bitch. And I'm real pretty with it. He want the kitty, but he know I'm real stingy with it. Ho, I like the way his ankle hitting. Double tap if you like the way his peaches sitting.
All right, y'all, welcome back. Hey, that was a live performance. Y'all seen it, 5 Minutes of Fame. That's what we talking about. Doing the 5 Minutes of Fame, coming on here, doing your show. And we got our lady of the night right here, Miss Kandi. Hey, that Candyland, that thing was hot, yo. That thing.
Thank you.
Wow. Listen, you know where that beat is from, right?
Yeah.
Where is it from? Let me ask you.
Well, I don't know. I know it's back in the day. So
Yes,
Cameo.
That was on I Got Kandi. So, you know what I mean? That's a real nice beat. Like, what made you pick that beat, and how did you go about getting that beat?
I was looking around on YouTube, and it stood out to me. I felt it.
Okay.
I knew that was me. So.
Okay, so you went in and did the track, and hey, that's a nice track. The video you shot for it was
Thank you.
even better. You know what I mean? And where do you come up? So you pick? That's how you do. You pick your beats, and then you just go with the song, or how do you go about your process with that?
It just I gotta feel it. Like, I can't just listen to any beat and just write to it. It really gotta touch me. Like,
okay.
And then the words will just start coming with the beat.
Okay. And then listen, I went a little forward on that, but let me bring it back. Where are you from? Give it people that may not know you where you from. You know what I mean? You know your name, what made you get into the game, and you know, give a little backlash of what's going on with you.
Well, I'm from Duquesne.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mon Valley. Okay.
Yeah, I'm 23. Would you say you told me the what?
Just basically, you know what I mean? What made you get into the rap game? You know?
I mean, deep down, I always knew I was supposed to be like a superstar or something, but I saw my brother rapping, and he's been rapping all my life. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
And I just been doing that ever since.
Okay.
Like,
And this is not your first single, correct?
Mm-mm.
No, this is what number of singles that you put out to the world? I know you got many more tracks, but which one have you? Because I seen this, and I think one other one I had seen on social media.
Honestly, I don't have count no more. I have a lot.
Okay.
I got a little handful.
Okay. Maybe that's just on the Instagram. I know you take a lot of
Yeah.
photography, so that's what I was saying. The first two videos. So you also have a YouTube page, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what's your YouTube page?
Kandi K.
Okay. Tell them again so they can find you.
Yeah. Add me on YouTube. Subscribe to me on YouTube at Kandi K. I mean, that's it.
Well, you're not on Instagram or nothing?
Instagram
So let them know everywhere they can find you.
Instagram _Kandi.K. Facebook Kandi K. Not the letter K, but KAY.
Okay.
That's probably why I couldn't find it.
Okay. So now let me ask you this: what's some of your inspirations growing up? When you said you seen your brother doing that, but like, are there female artists that you look up to, or are there male artists that you look up to? Who's somebody in the game right now that you can give us that you look up to, or was it inspiration?
Honestly, I don't look up to no celebrities, like nobody. Like everybody's cool. Like if they're saying like good stuff on the beat or something like that, and I can relate to, that's fine. But I don't look up to anybody. Okay.
What about any inspirations like that inspired you, like when the rap? Because I mean, you wouldn't say like Megan Thee Stallion or nobody like that, or Cardi or nobody like that gave you.
No, I wouldn't like them girls. Not like them either, but they don't inspire me.
Okay, I got you. You on your own flow. And nothing wrong with that.
Sure.
That's a first, because usually when we ask that question, Phil, and and they say, this person, we haven't yet to have seen someone say, no, I have no inspiration. It's just me. I'm the inspiration. And that's basically what you're saying.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? And new artists coming up, and that's out there. Listen to what she's saying. So you don't have to follow nobody. You don't have to like nobody else, but you can do what you do. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, where is there anybody in the game that you would want to work with right now? Let's say from the city. Let's start from the city. Let's start home base. Is there anybody out here right now that's making some win, or maybe not even making one in the world, I might not even know, that you would like to work with?
You know what? No, not nobody in particular, but I mean, I'm open to work with anybody. Like, if your music is good, we can collab. We can see what we can do.
Okay, that's what's up. Ladies, you got any questions for her? Y'all want to ask me?
So you performed for us today. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Shout out to you.
Thank you.
Also, whenever you mentioned about inspiration, I love that. So my next question is, what have you done any other performances?
Yeah, I did one other performance at some place like this a little bit, like around 100 people. Okay. Yeah, that was fun too. Yeah. I was feeling it.
Okay.
I have a question. How long have you been rapping?
I've been rapping since I was like 11. I've been rapping, but I've been really taking it serious since last year. I was like kind of scared to like do it, because how everybody be like, she's trying to be a rapper. Everybody trying to be a rapper in rap ways. But I just said, I don't care now, because I know I'm good. I know what I'm called to do.
And I mean,
you say that's so confident, and I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because I mean, to go on to that, because I mean, there's many hairstylists too. You know what I mean? People don't say that about hairstylists or nail techs or lash techs. You know what I mean? None of that. There's many of them. You know what I mean? Makeup artists.
Being that you don't look up to anybody, that makes you stand out as well.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That don't mean you're trying to copy anybody's style. You just have your own style.
Yeah.
So where do you think your style comes from? Is it just from this,
I don't know. I just
what
like.
you feel?
Yeah, I like what I like.
You look cute too.
Thank you. Thank you.
So let me ask you this. Now, on the business side, what are you looking to gain? Are you looking for a deal? Are you looking for us to stay independent? What are you looking for as business? I know you got the look, you got the rap, you got all of that. And I tell a lot of my artists that come into this game, it's more than that. That's nothing. You know what I mean? I hate to make it sound like that. That's nothing. That's just bottom level. Now, with the business, are you looking to get into fashion? Are you looking to get in, what are your aspirations with the business part?
Yeah, I'm still gonna do this rap stuff. I'm definitely going to be independent. I don't want to be signing to nobody, because I feel like there's not a price to my talent, never. So definitely gonna be independent. But if I do get up, I'm trying to build an audience. But when I do, I'm gonna open up businesses and whatnot for Black people.
Mhm.
So,
Gotcha.
That's what I feel like I want to do.
Gotcha. Okay. Y'all got any more questions for her about, you know what I mean? Anything?
So what do you make beats or anything like that? Do you try to produce, or you just haven't got to that part yet? You just into rapping right now?
Not just rapping, but I've been thinking about it. Like everything about music is so interesting to me. Like I really want to be able to do it by myself. Like
that's what I feel from you. I feel like you really just want to do what you want to do. You don't want anybody hand in what you do. So that's why I feel like you should make some.
Have you and your brother collided yet?
Yeah, we do. We have a song together.
Okay.
Yep, right now. It's called What You On.
Okay. Where can we find that? Any platforms?
Yeah, it is on YouTube. It's on actually all streaming platforms right now. Yeah.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, let me ask you, do you write your stuff?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're a writer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I'm a little familiar with writing, because I like writing, novels or poetry, little short stories and stuff like that. So, it's on the same type of realm. So that's why I asked you, do you write your own stuff? Do you look like in the future, like maybe if you get busy, will you let somebody, or will you going to have to pay him write for you?
You know what? Maybe
Good question.
I can relate to it, maybe, but I still want to stay original. Like I want it to just be on me. I don't want nobody to be able to say, yeah, that was me. I wrote it or something. Like
And
not sure, probably might not.
Okay. And the reason why I say that, because a lot of the big people, Beyonce, the Jay-Z's, the Michael Jacksons, people wrote for them.
Oh no, nobody ever wrote for Jay-Z. Don't do that.
You see him? They stuck right on that.
I apologize.
Because guys like him catch flat, like he gets upset.
He does, and you're right.
Yeah.
I apologize.
He's like, ain't nobody ever wrote. He wrote for Dr. Dre, Snoop. He writes for everybody.
True, I stand corrected. Yeah, but this just on that rave of like R&B, because Neil wrote a lot of Michael Jackson stuff, a lot of Janet, a lot of what I mean. So when on that type, but when in rapping, I guess it's a lot different. But I believe some people do pay for their lyrics.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
Drake did.
Yeah, there you go.
See, so since we're talking about like big artists real quick, I like artists that tell a story. You know what I mean? So what's your favorite song that maybe like tells a story or something?
Ooh, that tells a story.
That's a great question.
I don't even. There's so much variety of songs that tell a story that just hits me.
Is there one that specifically stands out to you?
Not that I could think of right now. And I'm gonna get back to that question. I really do want to say it though. Like,
I mean, because it's crazy, because I brought that up 2 weeks ago, and on the podcast, I asked one of our artists, P. Hazel. Shout out to P. Hazel. Did she know who Slick Rick was? Do you know who Slick Rick is? See what I mean? So that they're getting out of the artist storytelling. So when you say that, it's like because if you think in the last 10 years, who's really been a storyteller? Yeah, King Vaughn, but not like a Slick Rick. It's not, you know what I mean?
Not like a Nas.
Yeah, not like a Nas, Jay-Z on that. And that's where you were like kind of going, right? Like an Eminem. You know, Eminem
I honestly
is.
think that our generation has anyone that literally poetically
Gets deep like that.
J. Cole. I love J. Cole.
Yeah, he definitely is. Hold up, Kendrick. Kendrick, I gotta take that back. Yeah, so I stand corrected again today. This is twice. You know what I mean? There is people of today. You know what I mean? You know that's doing that. You know we're not gonna say Drake. You know what I mean? Because Drake pays people right for him, so we can't use that. You know, we like your music, we love it, but we can't use that on that topic. But you know what I mean? So that's hell of a question. Hell of a question, dude. Hell of a question. Yeah. You got something else for it?
You got me with that one.
Not really, nothing else, huh? Well, listen, we had a great time having you on the show. You did an ultimate performance, and I just hope I wish nothing but the best for you, and I wish success for you in any lane you want to do. You know what I mean? Just do it to your ability. You know what I mean? Go for it, and you're more than welcome to come back on the show. One thing we're going to be doing is all 5 minutes of fame guests. I'm going to put a nice little show together where y'all going to come out and perform for the city. So that's stay tuned. So you know what I mean? And that's the thing. We're coming on 5 minutes of fame. I'm going to put a thing together where y'all can come and show y'all talent to the city. You know what I mean?
That sounds good.
You know what I mean? And you're more than welcome to sit around. We're going to talk about some more topics. Sit around, stay with us, and let's go. Thanks for coming on, Kandi. Once again, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at _Kandi.K, Facebook Kandi K, but K spelled K-A-Y. And YouTube, Kandi K.
All right. It's hot here, y'all. Right? Y'all see me keep wiping this sweat. It's a fresh bald head. If you got bald heads, as soon as you shave it that day, anything type of, you're gonna sweat. So excuse me. But let's get into this next topic. It's a thing that's trending, and it's kind of crazy. We got a lot of women on the panel today, so I'm glad at that. And I want y'all opinion on it. So a woman speaks out after video goes viral. After video goes viral of a woman sleeping in a bunk bed in Blueface's house and getting tattoos of him. Blueface is a rapper, young rapper that's going on. It says rapper Blueface has been trending online all weekend after a video of a few of his girls goes viral. You ready to get your tattoo today? Blueface asked one of the women as she's lying in one of the many bunk beds shown throughout the video. You can hear Blue giving them ultimatum saying, get tattoos or go home. You know what I mean? And it shows the clip. He's not in the video. He's live. Mm-hmm. That's what they're saying. So it's not like he was shooting a video. He's live talking to him. And I'm going to play this for the people on the panel. As you can see.
Ready to get tatted? Where you going to get your...
He walking around the house. Got him in like an R. Kelly thing. That's what they're saying.
She pointed to where she wanted to get her tattoo at. So she's engaging in it, honestly.
He said, do it or go home.
Look. He's definitely respect to the
You know what I mean? So that's where they're getting with that. And my thing is this, as a man, and I'm in entertainment, we're in entertainment, and we're getting to different platforms, different plateaus with this. Ain't no way in the world I have daughters. Mm-hmm. I don't care how much money I got. I'm not going to subject a slow woman, and when I say slow woman, I mean a woman that's slow to the game, not slow and mentally, but she is that too, but slow into the fact that she wants to sit in a bunker with whoever I tell her to be there and do whatever I say. I think that is foul. I think that's the most degrading thing you can do to a woman or any human being, period. You know what I mean? I do not agree with that. I don't know the full extent, but the way the video looks and the way he's walking around giving orders saying, do it or go home, it's like you got a slave ship going on. You know what I mean? You're enslaving our own group, women, black women. Like, come on, man. I don't care if they want to be there for the money. Of course, we know why they're just all the way back to the R. Kelly. I felt, and this is my opinion, that them parents were sending them kids for money. Ain't no way I don't know where my 15-year-old daughter is. You know what I mean? I have one now. There's no way. And she's in the bed with R. Kelly. It's cute. R. Kelly's manager cousin. There's no way. And I know how my man feel because he's raising 2 daughters. There's no fucking way I'll be on America's Most Wanted, or they have to kill me or whatever. You know what I mean? About mine. You know what I mean? So seeing that, and you women, I know y'all got a lot to say about that, and especially you said because you were a fan of it until seeing that, it's wow. How do y'all feel? Let's hear some. Hear how the panel feel. How you feel?
It's definitely wild. I don't know. I didn't see any guns. That's like you better get this tattoo. I just don't. And they are consenting adults.
And they're pointing to the areas where they want to get a tattoo, so they're engaging in the conversation. It's not like they're like ignoring them.
Yeah.
Like they're not. They're
and
engaging.
It looks like they don't
want
mind.
it. Like they want it here. We're going to go get blue faces on this.
And there's one he's waking up out the bed though. She sleeps. She wasn't even trying to get up.
Right.
My only problem I had with R. Kelly was they were babies.
Yeah.
They're considered adults. What can we do? Like I don't really have it.
But they're still saying it's the R. Kelly syndrome, and it doesn't matter. And I understand it's tearing down women.
Yes.
Period. It's the syndrome. Black women at that. We got enough situations going on with our women or black or African Americans as it is to take a nigga like him that got money and they use that to, you know what I mean? That's like what they call it, a wolf in the sheep thing. Huh?
Who the fuck is Blueface?
Hey, somebody all over the news with it.
The same house these bitches is staying.
Exactly. So that tells you. Exactly. Exactly.
That's why it starts at home.
Yeah.
You don't even necessarily got to have a 2-parent household. You don't got to necessarily be raised by your mom. It doesn't even matter. It's just
self-love. If you're self-love. Because honestly, clearly they don't love themselves. Clearly they don't. Because there's no way that they're putting up with this. There's no way.
And it's like perspective too. You know what I mean? We just seen clips of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we can just go off.
We see the bare minimum of
and I mean, that's what the world goes. Right. It's perception. And I tell people this all the time. In the court of law, the prosecution has to paint a picture to the jury. Perception. I got to make 12 people feel what I'm saying. The defense is to stop him from his story being a picture being painted. That's all it is when they come in the courtroom for a 12 or you're being judged. It's the perception. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Phil. What you got to say,
I just
baby?
feel like it's hard to stop adults from doing what they want to do.
True.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like I said, R. Kelly, them was
babies, yeah. Yeah.
It was 14, 15, you know, that now you're going a little too far.
But I guess
that's why he's in jail.
Yeah.
Why isn't it just called the Hugh Hefner syndrome?
Because Hugh Hefner did it for years.
True, he did it for years.
Yeah, and that's another thing.
It was accepted. It was accepted. It was accepted. And it's on the same topic. It's accepted. It's all tied in. You know what I mean? Because it is the Hugh Hefner syndrome. Why does it have to be labeled the black man, R. Kelly syndrome? You know what I mean? And then like you know, Art, right again. Why is it the Hugh Hefner syndrome? Why ain't it the other guy syndrome? I forget the not Bernie, the other one that's going down, and all his people going down now about having all these girls coming sex trafficking. They're not giving it his syndrome. I'll figure out his name. You know what I mean? Huh?
Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, Harvey Weinstein. That's what, you know, the same type of stuff he was doing. You know what I mean? So why ain't it the Harvey Weinstein syndrome? Why does it have to be the R. Kelly syndrome?
Yeah.
R. Kelly has not been convicted yet. You know what I mean? He is not. It's not set in stone in the court of law that R. Kelly did this.
And that whole situation is like
Unraveling as the time goes on, and I believe that's what his lawyer team wanted. They wanted that the shit to play out longer and longer because you're going to reveal who these women were that were saying R. Kelly was doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I
That
mean?
was known about R. Kelly since I was a kid.
Exactly.
Like it's not like that's not a secret.
And he said it in his song.
Yeah, that's not a secret. I mean, he married Aaliyah.
Like,
She was 15. Like we don't have to even. You know, like,
But let me say this: he's not the
was
only
sick.
one that been doing it.
Yeah, he was sick, but I don't believe he's the only one that done it.
No, it's known to man.
But my problem, but like the thing with Blueface, I mean, like that's what guys aspire to be. They aspire to be Hugh Hefner and things like that. So now that as long as you're of age, you can't really be.
No,
mad
you
at
can't be
him.
mad at him.
No.
But it is a situation with womanizing. You know what I mean? We got daughters.
But those
And you're
women,
But we
Yeah,
teach
younger,
them to stay away from men like
Right.
that.
Right.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I
That's
mean,
it. That's all.
but they're allowing it. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, you know, if you're happy, cool. I'm happy too.
Like,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. I mean, that's like if you got a girlfriend or a homeboy that like being with an abusive person. And I keep telling you to get away, but you keep standing there. I can't make you. And then it comes a point where, hey, I back off.
Right.
My advice don't work because you keep, every time I tell you don't do it, you right back over there.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to get involved. That's why today a lot of people don't get involved in domestics because of that situation. You know, they're grown. I can't make her stop going over to getting a black eye. I can't make him stop going over getting a black eye because it goes both ways. It's not just, you know what I mean? Men get beat on too. It's just not publicized as much. You know what I'm saying?
there's a lot of verbal abuse.
Yeah. Men go through a lot of more mental abuse.
Yeah, mental and verbal abuse.
Yeah, exactly.
But
But that's a whole nother
like,
show.
How can you change that? Like, you know, and like them girls are obviously saying, here, I want the tattoo here, or I want
Yeah.
So they're obviously with it.
They're
As
with
long
it.
as they're adults,
They're considering it.
Yeah.
you can't hate on what that man's doing.
And
man.
let's also not forget, like, this is Los Angeles. These women might be coming from South Central, might not have shit. This might be the
True.
best
That's what I'm
thing.
gonna say too.
And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
old, like,
Yeah.
True.
maybe the peak of their life is
True.
being on the internet with Blueface. I'm getting this fucking tap, nigga.
True.
With
But-
Blue from Blueface?
But listen, but at the same time, let's take it to a serious though. There's women being sex trafficked. It looks just like that. That's so we're not going to make it to say because it's Blueface and they grew up from poverty and all that.
Yeah.
No, the picture that looks like, and I understand where they're going with it, is sex trafficking. And look, what does this one man need with 12 women in the house and sleeping in bunk beds?
Yeah.
One man.
Exactly.
That looks like a
naked-
sex trafficking.
the
Okay,
naked-
for all my homeboys coming in.
Bro, they're shooting the show.
I'm just saying, but that's not. But the way they're saying it and the way they're presenting it is like
Well,
it's
what
not.
It actually is compared to Hugh Hefner is he's shooting the show instead
Yeah.
of taking creepy ass pictures all day.
Yeah, true.
You feel me? Like,
Hold on, wait. So he's shooting the show?
Yeah, but they're still trying to say it's like the way he's going about it.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no.
But to the naked
This
eye,
is
it
a
would
show.
like to kids, they would be like, oh, I want to do that. Or,
Exactly,
I wanna-
and that's and
live
then,
up to
and
that.
as you look at that, and that's what they're saying. You think about sex trafficking. What's the first thing you think? A room full of girls in it
Yeah.
like that. Just because
Yeah.
it's dressed up and
Just
looking
'cause they're
different don't
getting
mean
stuff
yeah.
or-
And the way he's talking to him, he's like a CO walking through, waking him up, saying get up and get the tattoos or go home.
Yeah, it's sex trafficking is a scary situation.
And it's big.
hold up. So if he would have did this through VH1 and called it For the Love of Blueface, it'd have been cool.
Because that's what happened.
Yeah.
That's what happened with the love for the love.
Yeah,
of
you're
fame.
right. You're right. That's a good favor. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly who I thought
You're
of
right.
when I
You're right.
Yeah.
So and that's why it raises so many different things. It can go either way with this one. You know what I mean? But the media is so quick to say R. Kelly syndrome. Because that was the first thing you think, oh, this pedophile
As soon as
motherfucker.
I ain't see no little girl.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, R. Kelly thing. Yeah, exactly. So you know what I mean? So, but it's just You gotta watch what you do. When you have the control of the media like that, you gotta watch what you do, and that's what a lot of people's not understanding. When you get the opportunity to be in the light and to be in the shining, you cannot do certain things. You know what I mean? And you can't make, because they're gonna swerve it to do whatever for ratings.
Yes.
And you can lose money because of that. You see all these vendors and people now, he could lose, say he got endorsements with Honda or whoever, they could pull out because of this. So you gotta be real picky and choosy what you choose to do and going live. And see, it wasn't being filmed on camera. He's live, holding the phone. That's the difference. If it was on somebody behind him holding the camera, it may be a little better. But he's with the phone going through the house. You know what I mean? The video that they show. So that's why I guess they're feeling like it's not a show. Because he's on live.
It's just behind the scenes shot that we're
exactly.
seeing.
And they're trying to make it something bigger. Exactly. They're trying to make it something bigger. You know what I mean?
And that's not right. I don't think that's
it's not right. And that's what the media does to a lot of us. That's what they do to a lot of us.
They're going to Deshaun Watson right now.
Exactly.
The football player for the Texans.
And that's why we're saying...
He's the first football player that ever said, I don't want to play here.
Yeah.
I don't even care if y'all paying me. I don't want to play here. Send me somewhere else now. There's a guy on the same team, J.J. Watt, T.J. Watt's brother, said, listen, y'all going in the way I don't want, they let him go. Yeah. But because the black dude is like 23 and
he's the face of the team.
And he's the face of the team, they're like, well, we can't let you go.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a money thing.
So then all of a sudden,
all these women come out allegations.
Women come out with allegations.
22 women.
But then nobody said a word until he said he didn't want to play.
And that's what kills me as well. Like, why? I'm not saying or nothing that you can't come out or whatever or anything.
If it happened,
it's the question too. Yeah.
But why would you wait 15 years later to come out?
Or 1 year later, or 2 years later. Right. After you, so you went and lived your life.
Lived your whole life.
I'm gonna go decide to get him now.
Watched up mad different times. It baffles me.
And it's crazy because coming from a woman here, you say that because I always feel bad saying that because I'm not a woman. But it baffles me too because there got to be a statute of limitations somewhere.
There has to be.
Because somewhere I smell a lie.
I feel
because a woman is violated. She ain't waiting 20 years to tell nobody she's violated.
No.
The Cosby, she was like 40.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's a whole nother situation.
And no, it's the same situation with Deshaun. He was getting ready to buy NBC. That's what they don't tell. But I'm saying, and Deshaun wanted to leave. He was the face. So now we got to. You won't leave. You're not giving us our money. So we're gonna tear you down. You won't have a career nowhere. So it's starting to look a lot the same. And even and I know I hate to keep going back there. It's a witch hunt. R. Kelly's, they're saying R. Kelly, and I'm watching this stuff.
But he's different, bro. He was doing.
They don't have no footage. They remember they kept saying they got the footage. No. But they say that. But Hollywood could do anything.
They still let him make songs after that.
He was found not guilty then.
That's what I'm saying. They still let him. I'm on your side. They still let him.
He was found not guilty.
They still let him.
So it don't. You can't say that with him. Like right now, they remember when they first just arrested him. They said they had all these videos, all this stuff. Coming to find out, if y'all read deeper into things, they don't have no video of him peeing again. This is all another witch hunt. They're saying that, and these women are grown.
On him to belittle him.
Well, if it's grown women, I don't have no problem.
You don't see the chick going through the stuff that when she was in the house, they were fighting. These were grown girls.
I just know that a lot of the artists, the women that are artists, they're coming out saying that he had my niece or he did this. So that's
you're not sending your niece over there. That's my thing.
Why do you bitch say something? Why you just
that's my thing. First of all, listen. I found out you got my 15-year-old niece at your 45-year-old house. I'm fucking you up, whoever you are. So that's where I come in because we're human. And my daughter, my sister, my aunt, and they were violated. Men, the dad's on her. This is what fucked me up. The dad, she used to go over when she was 16. What do you mean?
He was getting paid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There was a kid, there was a baby. He was getting paid. Every one of his parents was there.
But as black people, we're not going to, it's bad to say this, but we see the nigga 25.
Yeah, that's the way it like. Yeah. I hated old niggas.
Yeah, old
when I was in high school because they had all the women. It's been going on.
High school niggas 25. I'm like, this old ass. It was always like that. Nobody said nothing about it. Society never said nothing about it.
Because women wanted it. I want the old man. You young niggas can't do nothing for me. I ain't got nothing going on.
He's rich. He's famous. He has this.
So it was easy for him to get thousands of them. You know what I'm saying? But
they were basically throwing himself at R. Kelly. I'm speaking on R. Kelly.
Yeah.
I seen ladies throw panties on the stage at him. Yeah. So for someone to be held against their will, he can go and get 5 million other of you that
Yeah.
looks 10 times better than you, that baffles me again, because why
It's
would
coming from a
he
woman.
make himself
It does. It's crazy.
be a target
Exactly.
to...
I say it's this team too, and I said this too because you have a team. Everybody don't know this, and even with you as an artist, your team is your most important asset. Because you don't have time to see everything that's going on. You need to be worried about performance. You need to be worried about studio. So your team, you're not going there. We're not going. I don't give a fuck how much they paying. We don't want to be a part of the bodies that's dropping at that club. We don't want you to go here. You don't need this. You know what I mean? Your team is where it has to be. And besides manager, your team, your PR team, they shut up. You know what I mean? Don't say that into the camera. Don't. You know what I mean? You can't have yes. You got people that really care about you.
But it was always known he had yes.
Yeah, all of
That's
them
why they
people.
stopped
From
the
Michael,
festival
all of them.
before, yeah, it was all
That's
just
why
yes.
now they're indicting everybody.
Yeah.
If you seen a kid on the premises and didn't say nothing, they're indicting everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And which it should be.
Which it should be, I think. So.
Because secretary, you knew that little young girl was 12 coming in here. So you should have said something. You have the right as a woman, especially a woman. You see this, you see a 12-year-old in the bed with Michael, or as they were saying, you know all that. Come on, somebody's saying that. We're in a mansion with plenty of security with the most popular man in the world.
And they're getting paid though.
And they're getting paid, but
That's
now
why nobody
So that's
said
why
they turned
they-
blind eye.
conspiracy's a motherfucker.
Exactly.
The federal government, when they come conspiracy, because you conspire to do it.
Money definitely
Yeah,
talks.
you know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know what I mean? And I don't agree when you got parents on it. Yeah, I saw my kid there thinking she was going to get a musical career. So you sent her to live with him and do this, that, and the other.
For a musical
For a musical career. So you sold her soul, basically.
Basically.
You know what I mean? And that's what goes with to this Blueface thing. We're still on the topic because now we don't know how old these girls are.
No.
They could be 17, 18 dressed up. We don't know. It just look they look good.
Nowadays.
Nowadays you don't know. Now and then might be the parents sitting in the cup waiting to get some money. Like we're gonna let Blueface get a little bigger. Because he ain't really somebody like Art said, who is Blueface? You know what I'm saying? So they might be sitting in the trench, okay, keep going like that. And then now I gotta tell all. My daughter was taken away from me.
Exactly.
Y'all don't understand. The money effect triples down from that shit. Interview, they paying you to come to Dateline. They paying you to come here. They paying you to come here. Oprah's homegirl want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? You know all that Gail, she want to talk to you. You know.
They're cash grabs now.
Exactly, and that's what it's about. And families, but listen, white families, and I don't listen. I'm not racist, none of that. But white families have been doing it for years.
Yes.
Let's take it all the way to the
Listen,
John
we're
Benet
from
Rams, and we
Pittsburgh.
still don't know who killed John
But we're
Benet.
from Pittsburgh. Ben had a scandal too. Ben Roethlisberger.
And they don't talk about it.
So yeah.
Yeah, they don't talk about it. They let it go.
They hushed
We
that
still don't
so
know what
fast.
happened.
They hushed that
So fast.
Yeah.
Still, years later.
Yeah, but let that have been
And
Cordell
he
Stewart.
fell.
He was caught in the park being gay.
But we don't.
We still don't know that. That's
he still
allegedly.
fights. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
it's
still
still
fights over that, so we don't
because
know
we
about
don't.
that.
They don't know footage was ever put out. But I'm just saying how they try to tear the vice versa down. That's just what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy. So you know what I mean? Just stay on the lookout. Parents, do your best to raise your kids to know
Raise
money's
them
not
right.
everything.
Raise them.
Like I say this all the time. My favorite line in one of my favorite movies is Blow. Is when he took his son and he was talking to him and he said, "Money's not real, George." You know what I'm saying? He said, "Try to tell mom that." He said, "Yeah, that's the hard part." You know what I mean? Because money is not real. It's a piece of paper that they made up, and that's why I got in God we trust. That's not my God. You know what I mean? And I'm one to say, I've said it before, I'm addicted to money. Like heroin addict, like a cocaine addict. That's why I went to jail for selling drugs. I was addicted to fast money. You know what I mean? I told the judge when she asked me, "Is there anything, sir, that we can keep you from recidivism?" I said, "Yeah, give me a rehab for drug dealers." And I'm not talking about people, places, and things, because I'm always need money to take care of family. So I got to touch my trigger. I have to touch my trigger. I have to worry about my trigger. That's my trigger, money. Having to be able to provide for my family. That's why I sold drugs. I didn't just do it just to be out here. I did it because I wanted to provide. So to keep me from where I need something that's going to get my mind to show me, and it helped. I did it on my own. They didn't have none. They don't have none. But this is just what I told the judge in the United States court when she asked me this question. You know what I mean? Because I didn't have no regrets. The only regrets I was going to have going to jail was not being there for my kids. Because everything I did was for my kids. So I stood up there and told her that. You know what I mean? I don't have no regrets, except I won't see them. But y'all need, it's an addiction. You know what I'm saying? So money is an addiction to a lot of people. And once you recognize that, you say, damn, it is.
Fame is too.
Yeah, fame is a whore.
And with those girls, they think they're being like, even with the R. Kelly thing, they thought they was getting famous.
Yeah.
That's what the whole thing is about. It's like,
I seen fame change a lot of situations, and I just went through some recent shit with fame, and Fame, listen, I'm not chasing fame. And I know I'm off the subject and I want to say this, and we're not chasing fame. We're chasing to put our city on. We're chasing to show y'all what Pittsburgh is about, what Pittsburgh talent we got, what we've been so underrated for so many years. And we got the same thing Atlanta got, we got the same thing LA got. We just want the avenue to show it. And that's why I do this, and that's why we do Pittsburgh TMZ podcast, to show y'all. That's why we got 5 minutes of fame. We're not chasing fame, because I'm going to keep it real with you. I already been famous in my city. You know what I mean? To where I think I want to be. I take care of my family. That's enough for me. That's enough famous for me. You know what I mean? I'm a stand-up man. So that's famous enough for me. That you can't give me no award, no Grammy, no nothing to being a man, a full-fledged man. So I get my award every day, seeing my children grow up, go to work, and me being there teaching them. So you know what I mean? And it's just about the fame. Don't let this fame turn you into a fame whore. Because it's not about the fame. It's about giving the message and showing people what we are and who we are as individuals and as a group. And that not all black people can't come together and have situations in holy matrimony, however you want to say it. But we can do it. And that's what Pittsburgh TMZ, the podcast, is all about. That's what I'm about. That's me. I speak from me, from the heart. So you know what I mean? I'm not chasing fame. Fame is nothing to me. Yeah, I'm chasing money, of course, because it's going to make sure my kids ain't got to be involved. You're a fool or a liar to say, I'm not doing this for money. Well, let your lights get cut off. Yeah. Let's see the first thing you're going to be crying for. Let that car get repoed, but when you come outside to get in to go to the store, get you some squares. Let's see what you say. I need some money. Somebody, please give me some money. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's just, you know what I mean? We're coming to a close, and I want to say thank all of y'all. Y'all two new co-hosts, Donika.
Thank you.
Jaleesa. Oh, my God. I know me and Phil, we had a brief break. We talked about it. We feel so much better with y'all, more in tune. We love it. We welcome y'all to the family, y'all. I'm glad you're being here. And hey, stay tuned, y'all. And more to come, y'all. Pittsburgh TMZ podcast. Come sit at the table.
Take a seat with us.
Yep.